as I say in my dramatic Appalachian way, I don't want to be buried in the desert. I do not want to die here. God, please let me be buried under the grass, maybe under a tree somewhere, up on a mountain in Pennsylvania, but don't let me be buried in the desert. So it's just a struggle to survive until we can move. But right now, for this purpose and this time in our lives, I just want to focus on the move. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this video outside. This is episode 009 of Jamie and Claire Finding Home. Our daily saga trying to move from New Mexico to Pennsylvania. We are from the east and we do not do well in the blinding, glaring sun and extreme heat of New Mexico. So I can barely keep my eyes open at this point because the sun is like, I have very light eyes. The sun is very bright. I have corneal dystrophy, but the air conditioning in the house is a constant hum. And I came out here because I thought I would escape that, but then I realized that the neighbor's swamp cooler is also humming, so I may not be able to get rid of the hum at all. Hopefully I can patch up this audio to make it halfway decent. It is 93 degrees in the shade and 103 degrees real feel. And it's also a little bit humid, which is not something you go through in New Mexico a lot, but because of the rain and the La Nina and the incoming monsoon, we are having some humidity. It's taken me to like episode 9 to figure out what I'm doing on YouTube. Our life is a daily stressful struggle to survive here. Not because we are poor or because we live in a shabby trailer park or we live in a house that leaks or because we just have a little tiny stream of water coming from our kitchen sink. All of these things are a fact of life. We've accepted that because we pay $600 a month rent here, which is super cheap, and it's allowing us to do all of the things that we need to do to prepare to move and hopefully to buy a forever home. I'm talking fast because this is tough. It's hot out here, and I am absolutely blinded, so I can barely keep my eyes open. So maybe I'll just put my sunglasses on. It might help me a little bit. I don't know if that's distracting for y'all or not. Makes it a little easier on me. So I didn't put up a video yesterday because I had gotten so far behind in my housework and maintaining my housework that I thought, I'm just going to have to take a day. I did work on the YouTube channel a little bit. You will notice, and I'm sorry if you're a big music fan, but I have removed the music videos because I think it's just confusing, and I probably will announce faceless music video channel at some time in the future. Our goal is to move in October, but there are some really huge things that have to happen before then. Number one, just maintaining life and growing in health and strength, building our relationship, because we do have struggles, like every couple has struggles, but just trying to have a sense of comfort and surviving for the next 4 months. If we do not reach these big goals by October, I will have to move the moving up to next May. And that is something we do not want to do. A couple of the big things that have to be done. I got a divorce from an estranged marriage, the biological father of my children, but I had assumed all the debts that we had, which crashed my credit report. I've been building it back up slowly, doing everything I could to build it back up slowly, and I am still probably 40 or 50 points away from the goal of achieving a USDA 502 mortgage for a house. And also, when we leave here, my main source of income, and I'm just going to be completely transparent, I am a full-time caregiver for Jamie and Joe. This happened over time. It's been a great blessing, but that source of income will take 90 days at least to restart in Pennsylvania. So I have to replace that income, and I'm doing that through several means. Those two are the biggest things that we have to do. And also it takes something like 3 to 4 months sometimes to get a 502 mortgage through the USDA. If I don't go direct through the USDA, then I will have to go through a mortgage lender, and it probably would be easier, but then I'm going to end up with like a regular interest rate. 502 direct gives you a 1% interest. It's subsidized, so it's much cheaper. So I'm trying to go that route, but if I have to go through a mortgage lender, my interest rate is probably going to be 6% or something like that. There's all of these things to work out, but the hardest part right now, and as you can see, if you can see this, running the dryer at this point in time in the house is terrible, because our little air conditioning units are made for the Southwest, so they gather humidity in a little water tray, but they don't hold maybe 2 cups, and that gets full, and then it shuts off, and then you have to empty it. I'm having to empty that probably every half hour or so to keep the air conditioner in the bedroom running. Oddly enough, that's the only one I have a problem with. We have a mini split in the kitchen that was installed by the landlord, and it drips in the house, so I have a constant bucket sitting there. It's been raining off and on. I'm sorry I keep shutting my eyes, but the light is just horrendous for my eyes. I have to keep a bucket sitting under that, so I have to empty that bucket probably twice a day at least. In the evening, we have been getting rain, and we've got 2, if not 3 major leaks. One is really bad, and it's making a hole in the ceiling. So I have to empty those buckets. I don't mean to be dramatic, but we are trying to live as happy and as comfortable as we possibly can. I've got a lot of videos planned, and I'm doing things that maybe I shouldn't do, because maybe it'd be considered a waste of time, like planting the moonflowers, which we still plan to do. You have to keep living. You can't stop living and waiting for that day of expectation because you have to stay happy. And you have to stay productive. And I'm a firm believer that you're never going to get where you want to go until you're successful where you're at. It's kind of like the bloom where you're planted type thing. I'm personally struggling. Jamie is really sick. His diabetes is a problem, and we're going to an endocrinologist. Hopefully they can get him straightened out, because he stays out of control. He needs an insulin pump and all of that. But because of his brain damage, he slept something like 6 or 7 hours yesterday evening, and through the night last night. I finally got him to eat something, and I had to check his sugar and everything, so I have to watch him really carefully. But because of his brain damage, he glitches out. A lot of this stuff I have to do on my own. I have to do it alone. He is so helpful to do things for me. He'll go get me something to drink. He'll get me some pain pills, Tylenol or whatever if I need them. He's so good, and he's so loving, and he is definitely the third man for me, but he's the one that sees me, loves me, knows me, but he is very sick. So sometimes when you see a constant stream of me, it's because I'm caring for him and he's down. I have to watch over him because he falls very easy. All of this stuff I'm telling you so that you know what's going on day to day. And I would love to do at least one short a day and a long form every other day. And I might do a long form every day. I don't know, but it will be an episodic thing. And I know it will go on for at least the next 4 months as we're struggling day to day. Every single day is a fight. And so I'm going to be talking about our pursuit of health, because that is so important. We have to be healthy enough to move. We have to be healthy enough to set up a living where we go. Also, just our day-to-day lives, struggling to survive where we're at and be healthy and happy, keeping our relationship going strong. At some point, maybe we'll have enough followers we can actually have a Spill the RC Cola that, where we're answering questions. But my channel, I've got these flies landing on me. It's just really irritating. But my channel, this channel, Jamie and Claire Finding Home, is only 3 weeks old. And so we are yet to get a big following. I think we have 17 subscribers. Some of those may have come from the music. And like I said, I will post a link later. But, I do have to watch my timing, because this channel is what's majorly important. The flies are driving me crazy. I know there was things that I wanted to talk about that I have forgotten, but this is, again, is episode 9 of Jamie and Claire Finding Home, our saga, our daily saga of moving from New Mexico back home to Pennsylvania, where we can really start to live a life, a new life together as a family. And I have family there as well. So it will be a really happy reunion when all of us can be gathered together and have holidays and stuff. You know, we went through a lot: illness, brain trauma, sepsis on the brain, homelessness. We went through so many different things, but this channel is essentially not about the past. We have so much good content coming your way, and we want to share, and we want you to follow us on this journey. We need support. And you know, at some point I might start a buy me a coffee or something like that, but really this is more about emotional support and just documenting our journey and our struggles, and hopefully we can be helpful to other people that are struggling with some of the same things. I'm going to say bye for now because the flies are really starting to bug me. I must taste really good, but I'm going to go. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.
Well, one year for Halloween, I was a dead reporter once.
I'm not as strong as I was this morning.
Gee, I wonder why.
I've done
Down under here a little bit more like that. It's going to calm down.
Okay, that's the best way to do it.
Ow! I was trying to tell you.
It didn't hit my foot, but it could have broke my toe. Maybe I should just lay it down.
Well, that can't be in the bloopers reel.
That came so close to breaking my toe, you wouldn't believe it.
Actually, I would.
God help us. Please, Lord. Okay, I'm just going to lay it down, okay? Safely. Our life is so treacherous.
I know.
Let me come this way, and I'll lift one side and you lift the other. Okay. You learn from doing, right?